नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनि इति नामिनि। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा गिरधारी राधा जय राधा गिरधारी राधा जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु। जय जय गुरुदेव निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। बोलो शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुना वनचारी यमुना वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Welcome everyone in Bhagavad Gita class. So we are at 5.17. Last time we discussed 5.16. 5.16 ज्ञानेन तु तद्ज्ञानं येषां नाशितं आत्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्। ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितं आत्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति tatparam. So however one is enlightened with the knowledge by which nescience is destroyed, then his knowledge reveals everything, as the sun lights up everything at daytime. As we can see in the daytime everything. If there is darkness, we cannot see anything. So in the daytime, sunlight is there. Because of sunlight, we are able to see the material things. So our vision or we can see because of sunlight. Similarly, if you have knowledge about Supreme Personality of Godhead, your ignorance will be killed. Ignorance will be completely removed from your life. And if there is no ignorance, you are in knowledge. If there is knowledge, no ignorance. If there is ignorance, it means there is no knowledge. Okay. So this is very important to understand. So last time we have seen till 5.16. Now today we will see 5.17 to 5.26. So in 5.16 we have seen that relationship between soul, super soul, modes of material nature. Knowing the relations between super soul, soul, material nature allows one to be detached from all forms. If you have the knowledge of soul, super soul and material nature, so this is the formula from detaching the all kinds of fruits. Okay, so glories of transcendental knowledge is given in 4.36 to 38. And what is that perfect knowledge? To know oneself different from the body. If you know that I am not this body, I am soul, that is the perfect knowledge. It means you have started understanding who are you and for what purpose you have come in this world, in this material world. So you have been thrown into the material world. Now, but you have to take the name of Lord. So Lord, the name is like a boat. Using this boat, you can cross the material ocean. And how this perfect knowledge can be achieved? seek out a bona fide spiritual master. Only bona fide spiritual master can give you right knowledge, because he has jnaninas tattvadarsinah. Evam parampara praptam imam rajashayo vidhi sa kalena mahata yogo nashtah parantapa. And the spiritual masters they have self-realized knowledge. They have seen the truth. So they are perfect to become a spiritual master, and they only can give you the right knowledge. And how this perfect knowledge can be achieved? When you surrender. Without surrendering, you cannot get the right knowledge. If you are listening a lecture, if you are not attending it properly, you have not surrendered, then you cannot understand the meaning of the lecture. Okay, so Krishna is like a sun. Wherever Krishna is there, knowledge is there. There is no ignorance. And wherever Krishna is not there, there is darkness. Okay, as we can see the things in the daytime because of sunlight. So who is the perfect representative of God? One who never claims that he is God. Once he said that I am God, he is a dog. Srila Prabhupada said. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although he is paid all respect ordinarily paid to God, because he has knowledge of God. Okay, so the one who has knowledge of God, the one who understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute truth, will also respect spiritual guru and the devotee. He will always try to associate with devotees. He will always try to follow the 4 regulations principles. He will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds as per recommendation given by Srila Prabhupada. So you have to chant 16 rounds Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily and follow the 4 regulative principles. No intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating. Okay, so, and this is very important. Now we'll see a summary of section D, verse number 5.17 to 5.26. How one can be liberated. Liberation through focusing one's consciousness on the Supersoul. Supersoul, Lord Krishna, is present in our heart as Supersoul. So soul and Supersoul both live together. Both are eternal, but they are not same in quantity. Soul is Anu and Supersoul is Vibhu. So Lord Krishna is present in our heart in the form of Supersoul. So in verse number 5.17 to 23, it is explained, fixing his consciousness on the Lord, the learned sage equally views the Brahman and the elephant, happiness and distress. So the one who is in transcendental knowledge, in Krishna consciousness, has knowledge of absolute truth. He sees every living and non-living entity with the same eye. With the same eye. Means whether it is a cow, whether it is a dog, whether it is an elephant or human being, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, everyone is same for Krishna conscious person. So then he is known as a learned sage. He enjoys unlimitedly because his consciousness is fixed on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So knowing material pleasures as temporary, he does not delight in them. He knows that these material things are temporary. Only Krishna is permanent. Only Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If he knows Krishna, his knowledge is perfect. His knowledge is complete. That is given in 5.17 to 23. Then 5.24 to 26, tolerating and checking bodily and mental urges. His happiness, activities and goals are within. He works for the welfare of all, is free from sin, is absorbed in endeavoring for perfection, and is soon liberated in the Supreme. So the one who is on right path, soon he will be liberated. He should be focused. His focus should be on Krishna. His focus should be on Lord Krishna. Why? Because Lord Krishna is the only supreme proprietor. He is the only supreme controller. He is the only supreme personality of Godhead. He is the Godhead. There are many demigods, but there is only one God. And Lord Krishna is known as the head of God, head of demigods, head of living entities, head of all saintly persons, head of all living and non-living entities. That is Krishna. So he is the supreme enjoyer. So you have to tolerate and check bodily and mental urges. You have to control your body, mind and intelligence. You have to meditate on Krishna. Once you start meditating on Krishna, you will see all living and non-living entities with the same, with equal vision. Because here Lord Krishna has created everything. Everything manifests from Krishna. So Krishna manifests and Krishna unmanifests. So when Krishna manifests, we can see everything. And when Krishna unmanifests, means everything resides inside Krishna. We cannot see anything. That is called pralaya. Okay, so this is given in 24 to 26. We will see now Karma Yoga action in Krishna consciousness, verse number 5.17. So becoming fixed in Supreme to achieve liberation. So if you want liberation, you have to fix your consciousness on only Krishna. So there is a Paratattva, Bhagavan, Paramatma, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is the ultimate goal. Okay, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. So Paramatma resides in everyone's heart, as Supersoul. Bhagavan, Lord Krishna is the ultimate Bhagavan. So Lord Sri Krishna is the supreme reality. So he is understood as Brahman in the three forms: Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. So you cannot realize Bhagavan immediately. Okay, you can realize it in three stages: Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. The whole Bhagavad Gita centers around Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Okay. So how Bhagavan is the last word in the absolute? In the absolute, Bhagavan is the last word. It is given in Bhagavad Gita 7.7 and 14.27. Mattah parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana eva. So this is from Bhagavad Gita 7.7, 7th chapter, 7th verse. So, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me, as pearls are strung on a thread. As we have seen that pearls are strung on a thread. So, thread is the main holder of all pearls. If thread breaks, all pearls will be spread across. Similarly, we are all part and parcel of Lord Krishna. Every living and non-living entities are part and parcel of Krishna only. So, the whole Bhagavad Gita centers around Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then 14.27, Brahmano hi patisthaham अमृतस्य अव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखे एकांतिकस्य च सुखस्य एकांतिकस्य च and I am the basis of impersonal Brahman which is immortal, imperishable and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. So Krishna is telling that I am the only supreme person, I am the absolute truth. Believe me, worship me, have faith on me, and you perform your duty. So Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, oh Arjuna, I am the only supreme person, I am the head of all, I am the God of demigods, I am the God of living and non-living, I am the controller of everything, I am supreme enjoyer. Oh Arjuna, that's why you just follow my instruction and do the duty. So how Krishna conscious person proceeds steadily on the path of liberation? Okay, so whatever thing, whatever duty, whatever service you are doing, just remember Krishna. If you are cooking, think that I am cooking for Krishna. Before offering bhoga to Krishna, you should not eat. So when you prepare food, it is a food. But when you offer it to Krishna and you take that food after offering it to Krishna, it becomes Mahaprasad. Okay, so one devotee, Krishna conscious person, always eat Mahaprasad only. So if you are eating it, you are eating Mahaprasad. Surrender unto Supreme Lord Krishna, surrender unto the spiritual master, respect devotees, glorify Krishna, glorify spiritual master. That kind of humbleness is required. Bhagavad Gita, work for Bhagavad Gita, distribute Bhagavad Gita, donate for Bhagavad Gita, donate to temple for the service of deities, donate to temple so that the Brahmanas can be fed. This is our duty. We have to take care of deities, we have to take care of devotees, we have to take care of Vaishnavas. This is our duty. So whatever money you are earning, some part of your money you are earning, you should donate. You should spend it for Krishna consciousness. So if you are donating it to temple, then it is going in the Krishna consciousness. Don't worry about that. And when you are discussing, when you are talking, talk about Bhagavad Gita, talk about Krishna consciousness, talk about Lord Krishna, glorify Lord Krishna. And if you are marrying, so try to have Krishna consciousness children. Okay, so your child should also develop, should progress in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so you are devoting everything for Krishna. Everything for Krishna. Nothing belongs to you. Everything is for Krishna. Then 5.18. What is 5.17? Tad buddhayas tad atmanas tannishthas tad parayana gachanti apunar avrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmasha. Okay, this was 5.17. So when one's intelligence, mind, faith and refuge are all fixed in the Supreme, everything fixed is in Krishna consciousness, then one becomes fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge and thus proceeds straight on the path of liberation. On the path of liberation. 5.18 now. So 5.18, equality of vision based on true knowledge. Okay, so you have to see every living and non-living with the same vision. If you have knowledge, then your vision will be same for every living and non-living entity, whether it is a dog, cow, devotee, non-devotee, elephant, dog eater, those who are in outcast. Okay, so everyone will be treated in the same fashion. 5.18, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Sunichaiva Swapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Equal vision to all. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and a gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a doggy, and a dog eater, outcast. Okay, so the vision of learned Brahmana is same for all, let it be any living or non-living entities. Okay, so what is the mundane vision? Spices and caste. Species, what kind of species? Whether a human being, whether it's a dog, elephant, horse, donkey, based on species we treat. Oh, he is a Brahmana, so he will be treated well. He is a dog, so he is like a dog. Okay, he is a donkey, so treat him like a donkey. He is a human being, he treat him like a human being. He is a horse, so treat him like a horse. So we are treating based on species, what kind of species. And in human being, we are treating human being based on caste. Based on caste. Brahmana, okay, Brahmana is good. Kshatriya, less than that. Shudra, Vaishya. So based on caste we are treating. Okay, that is also not good. So this is called mundane vision. So those who are in mundane vision, they are not following Krishna consciousness. Their vision will be like based on species and caste. And what is the spiritual vision? What is spiritual vision? Just first understand what is the spiritual vision. Liberated, self-realized soul can see everything and everyone equally. So those who are liberated, those who are self-realized soul, those who are in jnana, those who are having transcendental knowledge, they will treat all living and non-living entities with the same vision. Okay? They will not differentiate that he is a dog, he is an elephant, he is a horse, he is a donkey, he is a human being, he is a Brahmana, he is a Kshatriya, he is a Vaishya, he is a Shudra. No, this is wrong. The liberated person will always treat or will see with equal vision to all living and non-living entities, because in everyone's heart Lord Krishna is present in the form of Supersoul. Okay? And he is a liberated person, he knows the truth, that absolute truth, Supreme Lord Krishna is everywhere, is present in the form of Supersoul in the heart. Okay? So what is the basis of equal vision? Spiritual equality of living entities as spirit soul. Why? Because soul and super soul both are eternal, but quantity wise they are different. Soul is in minute quantity, that is anu, and super soul is known as vibhu. So soul is the part and parcel of super soul. Super soul, who is super soul? Super soul is only nothing but Krishna. So Krishna is present in our heart in the form of super soul. So spiritual equality of living entities as spirit soul. Lord neutrally present in the heart of all as Paramatma, and thus treats everyone as a friend regardless of the circumstances of the living entities. So Lord is present in our heart as in the form of Supersoul. So He treats everyone equally. Okay? So He has given a free will. Okay? So you have to use, and the humankind, they use this free will, they misuse it. They don't, and if you are not serving Krishna, it means you are misusing it. Okay? So that is very important. Bodies are the material productions of different modes of material nature. So when you perform any activity, so your activity is based on three modes of material nature. That is goodness, passion, ignorance. Sato gun, rajo gun, tamo gun. And this body also belongs to material nature. Your body also belongs to material nature. So bodies are the material productions of different modes of material nature. Okay. Now understanding of soul and supersoul. Qualitatively, soul and supersoul have similarity. So qualitatively they are same. Why? Both Sat, Chit, Anand. So qualitatively they are same, but in quantity wise they are different. So Supersoul is present in every body, soul is present in individual body. Supersoul is Sat, Chit, Ananda. Soul is also Sat, Chit, Anand, but in minute quantity. Supersoul is a Vibhu in big quantity. Okay, so qualitatively they are same, but quantitatively they are different. Okay, they are not same. Okay, so this is the 5 point, verse number 18. Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavihastini sunichaiva swapakecha panditah samadarshinaha. This is 5.18. Now 5.19. Iheva tairajitah sargo yesam samye sthitam manah nirdosam hi samam brahma tasmad brahmani te sthitah. Those whose minds are established in sameness and equanimity have already conquered the conditions of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman, and thus they are already situated in Brahman. Okay. So now 5.19 talks about 19 to 21. Vision of self-realized soul. Okay. So no attraction or hatred to matter. Thus he is flawless and impartial like the Lord. Okay. So Lord is impartial. Although Lord is living in this material world, but material nature will not touch Lord Krishna. Okay, so we can see that Lord Krishna is there, but he is independent from this material nature. When Lord Krishna incarnated in this world, came in this planet, he was aloof from material nature. He was completely independent. Okay, he was not. His activities were not belonging to these three modes of material nature. So Lord is transcendental. Lord is eternal. Supersoul is eternal. Soul is also eternal. But in quantity wise, they are not same. One is Anu and the other one is Vibhu. Okay, so equanimity of mind, result, one is considered to have conquered material conditions, specifically birth and death. So once we start looking at every long and living and non-living entity with the same vision, it means you have got the quality of Krishna. So qualitatively we are same with Krishna, but quantitatively we are different. Okay, so once you start understanding or looking every living and non-living with the same vision, it means you have the material nature, you have defeated material nature. You have got win over material nature. So you are beyond the birth and death cycle. You are a liberated person. You are in transcendental knowledge. You know the absolute truth. So you are beyond the birth and death cycle. Thus there is no birth but one can enter into the spiritual sky. Okay, once you become liberated person, you are eligible to go to the spiritual sky. Lord Krishna himself will come riding on Garuda and will take you to the Golok Vrindavan Dham. How Lord and living entities are flawless. On a spiritual platform, they are free from all attraction and hatred. So in spiritual world, there is no hatred, there is no attraction. Okay, so they are all busy in the service of Lord Krishna, unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. They are always chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Every moment they are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And if you go to the Golok Vrindavan Dham, everyone will look like same. Everyone is Narayana. Everyone is Krishna. Okay, you can see all the forearms and all. Okay, so on a spiritual platform, they are free from all attraction and hatred. This makes living entity eligible for a spiritual sky. So once you are in transcendental knowledge, you have knowledge of Krishna, you have knowledge of absolute truth, you become eligible to go to the spiritual sky. Okay, so this is the 5.19. Now 5.20. न प्रहृष्येत प्रियं प्राप्य नो द्विजेत प्राप्य चा प्रियं स्थिर बुद्धिर असम्मूढ़ो ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Okay, 5.20. A person who is neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor lament upon obtaining something unpleasant. Okay, so the one who whether gets profit or gets loss, he is completely unaffected. It is the mercy of Lord Krishna I got profit. It is the mercy of Lord Krishna I got loss. So he will be always happy. Okay, so this is the very, very important to understand. The one who is in Krishna consciousness, he is away, aloof from duality. What is duality? Profit, loss, happiness, sadness, attraction, hatred. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. He is free from all the dualities. Okay, so if you start following Krishna consciousness, you will feel it personally. Okay, so who is self-intelligent, who is unbewildered, and who knows the science of God is already situated in transcendence. Okay, so if you are in following the Krishna consciousness, you are in devotional service, you know the absolute truth, it means what? You are liberated. You are free from duality. And you are eligible to go to Vrindavan Dham, Golok Vrindavan Dham. Lord Krishna, he will himself come riding on Garuda and will take you to the Golok Vrindavan Dham. And that is the ultimate goal. 5.20. So 5.20 says, being without desire or hatred, one's intelligence does not rejoice or lament. So if you have desire, so that desire is a demon. The demon will destroy your life completely. Okay, if you desire, so your desire should be for Krishna. If you desire for Krishna, all the problems will be automatically removed and it will become transcendental knowledge. And once you have transcendental knowledge, you are liberated. Even if you are working in material life, you are away from the material hankering. You are away from sense enjoyment. Okay, so that is very important. One remains sharp in intelligence, unbewildered, fixed in self. Okay, so if you are thinking about Krishna, your thinking will be very, very sharp. Okay, and you will never be bewildered. You will be fixed in the self. You will always think about Krishna. You will always desire for Krishna. You will always work for Krishna. Okay, so if you are in this condition, dadami buddhi yogam tam, then Krishna makes a very, very nice arrangement. Through that arrangement, you will be brought to Goloka Vrindavan Dham. So what you have to do? Perform devotional service, become bhakta, become devotee, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, follow the four regulative principles. No illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating. Follow these four regulation principles. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Whatever work you are doing, whatever service you are doing, always remember Krishna. You prepare food. Before eating, offer it to Krishna. It becomes Mahaprasad. If you take Mahaprasad, your consciousness will be purified. And you will progress in Krishna consciousness. And that is very important. When you will progress? When you become Krishna consciousness. When you are a devotee, when you are listening, following the instructions of a spiritual master, when you are listening the lectures of devotee, when you are listening the lectures of Vaishnavas, okay? When you are associating with devotees, when you are calling devotees to your home, inviting for Mahaprasadam, for Kirtan, and you are also attending the lectures, you are going to for Kirtan and for distribution with other devotees. Okay, so how much time you spend with Vaishnavas? So sinful reaction will not touch you if you are always involved in the service of Krishna. So what is devotional service? Donating to temple is also a devotional service. Distributing books, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita to people in the market, to the non-devotees, to the devotees is also a devotional service. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also a devotional service. Following four regulative principles is also a devotional service. Okay? So your desire should be for Krishna. So what are the symptoms of self-realized soul? No illusion of false bodily identification. I am not this body, I am soul. This is the true identification. So this symptom is the basis of not rejoicing or lamenting for material dualities. Whether you get profit, whether you get loss or loss, you are equal in both the conditions. Sthira buddhi, steadiness of mind. Your mind should be steady, not flickering anywhere else, hankering towards the material sense enjoyment. That is dangerous. Okay, so you have to control your body, mind, intelligence and engage all these, engage senses in the service of Lord Krishna. So no rejoice, lament for bodily relations or achievements based on knowledge that he is not this body but fragmental portion of Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am not this body. I am part and parcel of Supreme Lord Krishna. This should be the correct understanding. Unbewildered. If you are in Krishna consciousness, you will be unbewildered. You will never get bewildered. No misidentify body as soul, nor take body as permanent. Don't consider this body is permanent. This body is not permanent. Will die, will be destroyed in some time. But soul is eternal. So always engage soul in the service of Supersoul. So if you are performing devotional service, associating with devotees, automatically will start surrendering unto the lotus feet of Krishna, unto the lotus feet of spiritual master. See, spiritual master is not Lord Krishna, but he is like he should be treated as God. Spiritual master should be treated as God. So who is our Guru? Lord Balrama is our Guru. Radha Rani is our Guru. Okay? So if you want to go to Krishna, the abode of Krishna, Golok Vrindavan Dham, you have to keep faith on Radha Rani, Lord Balram. So they are the ultimate agent to go to Lord Krishna. So they will guide us how to go, how to perform, do this, do that. So you have to follow the instructions given by Lord Balrama and Radharani. So Radharani is the Aradhani Shakti of Lord Krishna. So that is verse number 5.20. Now 5.20. Na praharishyet priyam prapya, no dvijet prapya cha priyam, sthira buddhir asammodo, brahma vid brahmani sthitah. This is 5.20. Now 5.21. Bahya sparsheshva asaktatma, vindati atmani yasukham, sa brahma yoga yoktatma, sukham akshayam asnute. Okay. Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure, but is always in trance. Okay, so the one who is liberated will never lament or attract to any material things. Enjoying the pleasure within, he will enjoy the pleasure within by remembering Lord Krishna, because he knows that Lord Krishna is the supreme controller. Why should I worry about it? In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness. Unlimited happiness. So those who are non-devotees, they are happy sometimes, they are unhappy sometimes. Most of the time they are unhappy. They get happy very rarely. But those who are in Krishna consciousness, they are always happy. They are enjoying the within themselves. For he concentrates on the Supreme. Why he is enjoying? Because he is concentrating on Krishna. So one who can concentrate on Krishna, he is a liberated person. It means he has the knowledge of absolute truth. He has the knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has the knowledge of Lord Krishna. He has the knowledge of Supreme Enjoyer. He has the knowledge of Supreme Proprietor. He has the knowledge of Supreme Controller. Okay, so Lord Krishna possesses all six opulences. 5.21. So being fixed in the self, one experiences great happiness within, higher taste. So if you know Krishna, it means you have tasted, you have higher taste in Krishna. So your all material taste automatically will be eliminated. So where you have higher taste, wherever you have higher taste, If you have higher taste in material life, you will entangle. You will be entangled. And if you have higher taste in Krishna, you will be liberated. Now you have to decide which one is for which one you are trying. Okay. So, thus one is never attracted to the temporary sense enjoyment. One is never attracted. One concentrates on the Supreme and enjoys unlimited happiness. So, if you want unlimited happiness, you have to think about Krishna. So, Krishna, who is Krishna? Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. So, if you want to enjoy, think about Krishna. Brahma Yoga stage. The one who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness lose taste for sense pleasure. Okay, so if you are involved in the service of Krishna, you will be automatically thinking about Krishna. I should do this for Krishna. I should bring this for Krishna. I should serve Krishna. I should serve spiritual master. So, spiritual master is not Krishna, but he should be treated as Krishna. So, without a spiritual master, you cannot go to Lord Krishna. It is not permitted. Okay, so you have to follow the instructions of Lord Balarama. So, Lord Balarama is the supreme spiritual guru. So, without the mercy of Lord Balarama, you cannot achieve Krishna. You cannot get the mercy of Krishna. So, if you want to get mercy of Krishna, you have to get mercy of Lord Balaram, Radharani, spiritual master, devotees. Okay, so you have to serve, you have to associate with devotees. So one concentrates on the Supreme and enjoys unlimited happiness. Why? Because Lord Krishna is the reservoir of enjoyment. He is keeping all the enjoyment with him. If you serve Krishna, he will share enjoyment with you. And your life will become full of enjoyment. So if you want to enjoy, enjoy in Krishna consciousness, not in material things. So Brahma Yoga stage, one who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness loses taste for sense pleasure, because Krishna consciousness is the higher taste. Taste in spiritual realization. He avoids highest material pleasure, sex pleasure. In material life, sex pleasure is the highest pleasure. But if you enjoy in Krishna consciousness, you will have higher taste in Krishna consciousness. You will not be enjoying in sex pleasure. Okay. Spiritual realization and sex pleasure go ill together. Okay, so if you are performing devotional service, don't give preferences to sex pleasure. So if you are performing Krishna consciousness, automatically you will lose the interest in sex pleasure. Okay, so Krishna conscious person is not attracted to any kind of sense pleasure, not even sex pleasure, any kind of sense pleasure. You take the tongue always want to taste something new. Want to have gulab jamun, want to have samosa, want to have vada pav, so many things, pani puri, dahi puri, so many things. If you start thinking about what to eat, all these things will be filled in your mind. Okay, so Krishna conscious person is not attracted to any kind of sense pleasure due to his being liberated soul. So if you serve for Krishna, if you serve devotees, if you associate with devotees, if you hear Krishna Katha, if you hear about Krishna Leela, your mind is full of Krishna consciousness. So wherever Krishna consciousness is there, sense pleasure will go out automatically. So example of higher taste is Yamuna Char. Okay. So this is the 4.21, 5.21. So we'll stop here. 5.22 onwards we'll see next time. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll stop. Okay, no questions. So we'll stop over here. Srila Prabhupada की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, हरे कृष्णा संकीर्तन की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा।